It's Friday night. We're gonna go eat. It's freezing. It is freezing. Should we cross now? Okay. Ah, everybody's coming so fast. We're at a restaurant called Amanda's in Hoboken. Let's eat. It's the next day and I'm here doing my makeup super quick because I'm actually gonna head out and do some apartment shopping. I'm supposed to go to IKEA and then me and my friends are going to Topgolf today. I have never been to Topgolf, so I'm really excited. I know people always say Topgolf is mad fun, so we'll see. People do like to hype things up. I think the vibe I'm going for with my makeup right now is about to be like kind of natural glam. I am going to wear a full face, but I'm gonna try to do it in a way where it just gives like light beat but full coverage. I like to use the Hourglass Soft Glow foundation in the shade Ambient. The thing that I like the most about this foundation is that it's actually very full coverage, but it goes on just so like smooth. Like it doesn't feel heavy like back in the day when we were wearing like, actually I'm not even gonna say the brand because I don't want to be shady, but y'all know the brand we were all wearing back then. And obviously they've changed their formula now. But back then, it was a heavy, heavy beat. I'm going in with my Pat McGrath concealer in the Skin Fetish Sublime M21. Sometimes I think about how we used to do our makeup back then, and I don't think the girlies nowadays could keep up because we were giving makeup artist beats to go to school. I remember even going hard just to go to like the mall or the movies with my friends, and then we would all have like, you know, our MAC lipsticks on. My top two lipsticks back in the day were Ruby Woo and Heroin. Those were pretty much the most popular ones, I think, but they were fire. Ruby Woo was definitely more of like a red, like a deep red, and then Heroin was like a fuchsia pink purple type of color. But that's the type of lipstick we were really wearing with a regular beat. Like I would dead be wearing this and then I would have on lipstick, which is crazy work. But back then it was just so fun and so wild and free. Back to what we're doing today with the apartment shopping. I'm actually on the hunt for 2 mirrors for my bedroom. I want to put them like over the nightstand. I think I told y'all that in the last vlog. And then I also want to see if I could find a living room rug. I'm very picky and I cannot find one online that I like, and I also feel really weird buying a rug that I don't get to feel. I need to get it in person because ordering a rug and then God forbid it's flat, not comfortable, and just doesn't look like what I thought, I am the type to crash out. I'm hoping that I can find at least something that I like, and a rug is something you can change, you know, after like a few months or so. I just know that my best friend is coming to stay with me for about a week. At the end of this month, she will be here for Christmas, and I'm just weird like that. I want to make sure my space is like basically complete, even though she literally doesn't care. It's really more of a me thing. I just want to make sure that if people are staying at my house, that my house is looking proper. I'm gonna try to get that done. I'm not used to having a mirror on my vanity be so far from me because I always used to have those little standing mirrors when I used to do my makeup. I just don't like the look of too much stuff on my vanity anymore. I have to now do my wing liner like this. I gotta get close. I thank God for 2020 every day because before I got LASIK, I couldn't see anything. I was almost technically legally blind, which is a fun fact about me. I have been wearing glasses since I think I was like 7 or 8 years old. I actually was fiending for glasses. I actually never needed them, and I think that's really what made my eyes get bad. By the time I got to college, they were already telling me like, yeah, you're like on the cusp of being legally blind, and my eyes were just getting worse and worse. I was at the point where I was over it. I kept spending so much money on contacts, and they are very irritating. Like, if you know, you know, bro. Contacts would get lost in my eyes. I would have dry eyes all the time, super irritated. I would always have to travel with a mini contact solution and my glasses. 9 times out of 10, my contacts were gonna irritate me, and then I was gonna need to take them out. So one day I just ended up going to the LASIK center. I just went for a consultation, not really thinking nothing of it, because my dad has LASIK, so I was already familiar with the process. I just wanted to see like how much it would be and if I qualified. Literally that day they were like, you qualify, and apparently they don't approve a lot of people for LASIK surgery at that location. We're like, listen, it's a good thing you even got approved. Your eyes are definitely not great, but they're not too far gone to get LASIK. I was like, all right, bet. They scheduled me literally, I want to say for like the next week or maybe a couple days after I had went in, and I did the surgery. The surgery itself wasn't bad. I'm just a scaredy cat, so once I got in that room and my eyes were already numb, I saw that machine that they use, I immediately started thinking about Final Destination. Once I got in that room, that's the only thing I could think about. I was literally like, today is my day, God forbid. And once I got out that room, guys, it was like almost emotional, because I had struggled with seeing for so long that being able to see crystal clear was insane to me. Like, I couldn't even fathom what I was seeing on my eyeballs. God bless technology. Obviously your eyes are super sore and they're still a little like foggy, but for the most part you can see like 85% clear. We're at that age now, once you become an adult, where it's your time to live your life comfortably and fully. If your eyes are something that, you know, makes you feel insecure, or you have to wear glasses like me, or you struggle with the whole contact thing, don't hesitate. If you can afford it, or if you can make the sacrifice to get it, I would recommend LASIK to literally anyone. I haven't had any issues. I know some people do say that they have some very rare issues or dangerous issues after the surgery, but I don't go into things thinking like that. I try to be very positive, and like I said, my dad had gotten LASIK, so I already knew I was going to be cool, and I watched a couple videos, but I wouldn't even get too crazy on a lot of the videos that are out there, because people like to fear monger. Like, people like to put fear in your heart. People like to project things onto you, and a lot of times you're not going to become the 1% that experiences something so random. Like, if the doctor's office has good reviews and they've been around for a while, I would just trust the process, pray on it, because God will never steer you wrong. You gonna be okay, you know what I mean? Like, don't force it. That's just my take, because I feel like that'd be God telling you no, and then when you try to do things, you start having some problems. Just my hot take, going in with my e.l.f. blush. I got this from Target like last year. I like a nice pink rosy blush. I am such a blush girl. I get down, I don't play. I love pink lip gloss and I love pink blush. Putting on this pink lip gloss. This is actually from the Belle collection, which is my cosmetics line. It is no longer open because I did close down shop a couple, maybe like 2 years ago. I stopped selling cosmetics, but I used to make lip glosses and lashes and stuff. Everyone tells me to bring it back because my products are actually really fire. Like, this is my pink lip gloss and you can see how pigmented it is, and it was only like $10 or $12 and it lasts forever. Amazing quality, but I just don't have the time to be selling products anymore. Setting with the One Size powder melt spray. This is a little bit different than the which one is it, that other one that, you know, went viral. This one actually has more of like a softer powder finish. When you're an entrepreneur, a lot of times you spend a lot more than you make. I just felt like for where I was at in my life, it just didn't feel like it was a priority for me anymore, and it wasn't fun anymore. As I started to get deeper into my marketing career and working a 9-to-5, I really just couldn't manage it anymore, and it just felt more like a burden and a hassle than something that I actually enjoy. And one thing about me, when something doesn't feel enjoyable anymore, I don't do it. Like, I'm so sorry. I know that probably isn't the best advice, but that's just how I live my life. If something's no longer feeling right, I just stop, because I always want my heart to be in the right place, especially when you making products that people are using. If your energy's not right, you shouldn't even be handling things that are gonna go to other people. Like, that's just how I am, and that's how I was raised. So once I started feeling like my business was annoying me, I was like, let me stop, because if I continue, I feel like that's the energy that's going to be put out there, and that's not, you know, how I want people to experience me or my business. I'm going in with this Black Radiance contour palette, and I'm just going to use the Sculpt color and just warm my face up a little bit because it was looking a bit kind of too bright. So I'm just warming my face up. This is the final look. I'm about to head out. I'm running a little bit behind, so I'm gonna probably see y'all when I get to IKEA so I can show you guys like all of the furniture and the cute little decor and whatnot.
Come on over, even if I'm asleep. Wake me up in my
Sunday and I'm here in the kitchen looking all types of crazy, but this is just, you know, what it is on a Sunday. You know, you do your hair care. So I got my hair in some little twist under here. I got my skincare routine on. I did dermaplaning, and then I put on all my acne medication, pimple patches and all. I thought it would be fun to do kind of like a cozy little cook together chat section of the vlog. I am about to start meal prepping for the week, and that's something that I like to do every single week. If you are new here, then you probably don't know, but I have been on a weight loss journey for the last 2 years. I'm almost 50 pounds down. Meal prepping is a very important part of my weekly routine. It's the way that I stay on track, make sure I get my protein in, and it really just helps me to save time during the week because I am a very busy girl. This week on the menu, we're gonna have some baked chicken and some ground turkey. I already made the rice. I chopped up peppers and onions already and kind of just put them to the side because I wanted to get all that stuff out the way before we actually get into the vlog. While I get the ground turkey into this pan, we can start chopping it up a little bit. Before I say anything, I want to say thank y'all because y'all have been showing so much love to the vlogs. It is actually insane. I am so thankful because I've really been off my YouTube grind for a little minute. I just haven't had the level of... I haven't had any motivation to do vlogs in months. By the way, if you're wondering, these glasses are not real. I feel like I have to say that because I literally just talked about LASIK yesterday, but these glasses are fake. They just go with the vibes. What was I saying? What the heck was I saying? The reason I haven't had any motivation for YouTube was honestly because my views were really not hitting. I would spend mad time filming, editing, all that type of stuff, and then literally the videos would get like 40 views. Don't get me wrong, you're really not supposed to focus on views when it comes to YouTube because the importance is really just doing it because you love it. You want to build a community, you want to make sure that people feel connected to you, and that should always be your main concern. But let's be real, I'm human. Of course, if I'm putting my energy and time into a video, I want the video to perform well because that lets me know that one, I'm doing the right thing and that y'all are actually enjoying the content. I started leaning really heavy on TikTok because TikTok does so well, and not to say it's a lot easier, but it is easier to make a TikTok than it is to make a YouTube video. The amount of energy that goes into making a YouTube video, guys, it's actually a lot. So if you've never done YouTube, I highly suggest showing some love to your favorite YouTubers because going through the process of filming, editing, coming up with ideas, making sure that you're editing well, that it's engaging, all of that type of stuff is like a real art, genuinely. A lot of people like to say that content creating is not a real job, but they definitely don't know what they're talking about because making content is definitely a job. I just realized I forgot to put my peppers and onions in with the chicken, so I'm gonna have to take that out and put that in. This is why content creators get paid so much, y'all, because it's really hard to come up with ideas and stuff. And don't get me wrong, it's not the hardest job in the world. Obviously, there are people out there who are literally curing diseases, doing research, you know, doctors, lawyers, all of these jobs that require a lot every day. But content creation definitely deserves a little more respect because it is not easy. Seeing that you guys are really connecting with my videos these last few weeks has really got me mad. I feel like I want to post all the time. I'm getting good feedback. The only thing I want to get better at is kind of opening up more to you guys. I was thinking that on my last video. I want to just talk to y'all as if I'm talking to my friends on the phone, you know? So I'm trying to work on that. And I want y'all to feel like we're friends. Like, I literally talk to you guys like I talk to my friends, you know? Like, telling y'all what's going on in my life, showing y'all the behind the scenes and what goes into things, being vulnerable with you guys. Like in my moving vlog, the fact that I was talking so much about working through anxiety and fears and how to prepare yourself to move and just different things that I didn't even talk about with some of my family is crazy. And to know that a lot of y'all resonated with that and y'all really felt me on that, it made me feel so connected to you guys. And I don't want to sound cheesy or like corny or anything, but it really does truly mean a lot to know that there are people out there who connect with me as a person. I don't want to burn this turkey, so I'm gonna try to do more cooking than talking. By the way, I really love during the week just eating the ground turkey with rice, sweet potatoes, or it tastes really good in like a taco bowl. So I'll do literally like Chipotle at home, but with the turkey meat, and it's so good. It's a really nice way to eat intentionally. So if you're on a deficit or just on, you know, a healthy meal plan, turkey is very low in calories and very high in protein. So with maybe like one serving, you could easily get 30 grams of protein. And I like that with turkey, you could really season it up so it really tastes dumb good. Turkey is done. I'm gonna transfer it into my little plastic container. This for me is going to be at least 2 servings because I do eat a lot of protein every day. I wanted to show you guys super quick how much rice I make. This is how much rice I made this week. This is 2 cups of dry rice, which makes a lot of rice. I don't like to do anything too crazy. A little jasmine rice, white rice, whatever you have is perfectly fine. I'm gonna sit here and talk to y'all a little bit while the chicken finishes up. I feel like it should be done in another like 10 minutes or so, but it just feels so good to like sit in my living room. I'm loving the way everything is coming together. As you guys saw, I got a carpet. I put up the little asymmetrical mirror that I wanted to put up over the dining table. And then I ended up moving the ottoman and the dining table to this corner of my living room. So actually, let me just show y'all really quick. So this is the little seating nook right now. Now that everything is coming together, I'm really starting to feel the vibes in here. Like even just the carpet under my feet just brings me so much happiness. I've been really trying to just think about what else I wanted to put in this living room. Like I told you guys, I had to humble myself. I had to tell myself, girl, you need to relax. You will find everything you need. You don't have to do everything at once. And you know, good things take time, and I feel like I found some good things, although they did take some time. Either way, I'm just so happy. I feel so calm and at peace. I don't have nobody's son bothering me. I don't have no stress. Any nonsense that has came my way in the last like 3 to 4 weeks, I have truly just blocked it out of my mind because I literally don't care. Anybody or anything that intends to disrupt my happiness just doesn't have the space in my life right now. You better come with peace and happiness or don't come at all. That's just really what I'm giving. In my moving vlog, I was talking about how I was going through a lot of different emotions, and I kind of briefly touched on that when I was in the kitchen. I did want to say I still obviously am working through those feelings, but I will say I do feel much better about being alone. It kind of feels really good now. It doesn't feel weird. It doesn't feel scary. It feels very calming. And I've been really trying to be intentional about spending time alone and having slower starts to my day. I added a new rest day in my gym week. I no longer go like 6 to 7 days a week. I only go for 5 days now, which is a weird adjustment for me because I'm so used to just ripping and running. But I truly cannot operate in that high level of just stress. It just really takes a toll on my body. It's to the point where my sleep was getting affected. My mental was just not feeling all the way. And I just felt like more irritable, tired, just overly stressed about things. Now that I'm really prioritizing me again, making sure I'm getting sleep, making sure I'm spending time alone, and romanticizing very basic things in life will really make you like a happier, more peaceful person. I still feel like I have more work to do, but I did want to check in with y'all and let y'all know that I have truly been feeling a lot better. And if you're looking to move or you are living alone and you're dealing with some of those like fears and anxiety and stress, you are okay. And it 1000% gets better. Definitely talk about it with someone. I'm so happy that not only did I share it on YouTube, but I also talked about it with my friends. They made me feel so much better because I realized like I wasn't bugging. All of my feelings were valid and normal. And just to know that they've been through those things and that they were able to get past those things made me feel very seen and heard. And I naturally felt like a weight lifted off my shoulders because I'm a person who does tend to internalize things. I don't like telling people about my problems because I feel like everybody got a lot of stuff going on. And I be feeling bad like coming to people and being like, hey, can you help me with this? Like, I need to be better at that, expressing to my friends what I need from them, because I used to sometimes have unspoken expectations of people and then be mad at them when they didn't meet my expectations. So now I like to clearly communicate to my friends what I need and allow them to show up for me. I've been implementing all those things and I feel a lot better. So it is feeling really good now living alone, and I'm gonna keep updating y'all obviously because this is just the beginning of our newfound friendship.